Yes, sir.
Roll your window down for me, please.
I can hear you just fine.
So I'm going to have to ask you to roll the window down.
I can hear you just fine, officer.
If for some reason you can't roll the window down, I saw you roll it up.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
That's correct.
What's the reason for that?
I don't answer questions.
Here's your information.
You want to hand it to me, please?
That's as far as I'm
Would you please take it through the window?
I'm not going to do that, Mr. Suter.
All right, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Sounds like you're going to be on the side of the road a long time.
Well, I guess so.
Mr. Suter, here's your copy.
Thank you.
Court date is June 6th, June 7th, at 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
No. Looks like we have another battle for the window here. I'm a law enforcement instructor. I instruct and train law enforcement military all over the country on various law enforcement disciplines to include constitutional law, case law, patrol tactics, etc. And here again, it never fails. You know, the will you roll down the window never fails conversation. There's really, I want to make this quick and sweet to the point. You know, some people just don't want to talk with law enforcement. Some people want to make the traffic stop as difficult as possible. So as a police officer, you really have, you know, there's 3 ways you can go about this. You can be, and you should always be professional and courteous. Just explain to them. Me personally, I get it. I'm not going to stick my fingers through a window that's just this roll down. I'm not going to put myself needlessly in that kind of officer safety predicament. I'm just not. You don't know me. I don't know you. I'm not sticking my fingers in there. So with that being said, if that person doesn't want to help me out, well then I have two choices, right? You know, I can be like, hey man, I'm not going to stick my fingers in there, so I'm going to drop this through. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just not going to put myself in a bad situation, okay? Again, I have no problem just being straight up honest. I'm not doing it. The other thing I can do is I can say, sir, pursuant to Pennsylvania v. Mims 1977, I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. I'm going to give you this order numerically until I feel like we've hit the requirements for obstruction. In that case, I'm going to arrest you for obstruction if you don't comply with my lawful orders. You know, 1,000 different ways to say it, but again, now I'm ordering him out of the vehicle, and then I'm explaining to him numerically. I'm going to keep giving him this instruction until, you know, the body camera looks good, everything looks good, we got enough people there to safely extricate him out of the vehicle using the least amount of force possible for a crime that we can enforce, which would be obstruction. So again, there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. I'm not saying one way is better than the other. I'm just saying the Supreme Court has given us options that we can use when encountering individuals on traffic stops, lawful traffic stops that don't want to be reasonable or don't want to comply with our lawful instructions if we're giving those. So keep that in mind.